What's happening, everyone? My name is Speedstreak. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. What? Oh, I never noticed that. Well, that's new.
I've been found!
Heck? Anyways, welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. So in the last episode, in the beginning we've seen like a prequel with Nagito talking to a mysterious person. Then everyone, and Hajime and the rest of the students wound up in Hope's Peak Academy, in which Monokuma says that they're now in their graduation exam, but first he's giving us a little field trip by, well, letting us go find clues to, well, for their graduation exam. So far we have learned about, well, yesterday we found 2 clues. One, and so far they're like mangas referring to Hope's Peak Academy. The first one being the history of it, how it was developed and made, like it was for researching talent. And the second one talks about a student named Izuru Kamakura who killed 13 of the student council. And now, which is the beginning of the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. And now, we found another clue, and is it just me, or there's another manga just laying around here? This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history? I knew it! Next one would obviously be about this incident. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh. Just what was that incident really about? Might turn out to be something lame. And short answer, it's not. I flipped through the pages of the manga and I hoped I was right. That is terrifying! So, a story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. Biggest, most tragic history. Incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Yes. Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with a sentence. What's interesting is that these different mangas are like different genres. Like the beginning, like the first one being all nice and lovely, the second one being like a dark detective story, and this one being a horror story. Tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising of the reserve corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy. Rising reserve corps students. Tragedy. Was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. Solved, but the situation escalated dangerously. What? The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community? Started spreading across the internet, fostered an online thriving community. The community was not limited to students, and people in various races and nations began joining in. This is okay. This is definitely races joined in. This I don't know how to say. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. This is kind of like a virus or a plague. The internet began spreading, eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. Okay. So it started like that. As it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light? Really? Spread abnormalities came to light. By then, it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became their only goal? Ends and means ending, destruction became the goal? What? The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong? Holy crap! As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear? What? Shock actions began to disappear. As if the area were regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless deaths were the norm? What? This is definitely senseless. The media was oversaturated to the point where people would watch them on. This is sick. This is oh my gosh. I don't think I would ever. I don't know. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. Really? It's too late. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Holy crap! Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world, a war waged in the name of despair. D'etats around the world. War in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Not for principles, religion, or gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there's no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? Isn't it just me, or does this almost sound familiar to that email that Kazuichi found on the computer on the final island? To be honest, it kind of sounds like it. The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization. Explanation. Certain organization. Devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. A group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, using talents for the sake of hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Despair. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. What? Key member. Spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programs wrote software to spread despair. What? The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Tragedy. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. Despair exists, never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. No kidding, I'm in a freezer! And it wasn't because I was freezing in this room. Oh, okay. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history? This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening to the outside world? Excuse me. My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No
great.
way!
Ah, great. Monokuma, what are you doing here? Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this? Exactly.
What?
Oh my! You don't like manga? Well, yeah, for me, I do like manga, but who would ever read your manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an officer who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough! What is this messed up manga? I thought you obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you to not remember that, oh, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though, thanks to them stealing your school memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened? And I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real. And if I remember correctly, in the bio lab, this is where most of the students from Trigger Happy Havoc were kept after they were killed.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. Really? I see. So that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said in the beginning. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On the one hand, I'm really happy you're finally gonna graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world's like before you make a decision. Whether you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we'll want to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm gonna do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Exactly. Just like now. Perhaps. No, that's definitely it. The tragedy that adds to the truth both section of your handbook. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is this ultimate despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope's Peak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as ultimate despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they were actually able to do it, then that's why they were called ultimates. Oh, then are the killings involved in connected to them as well? It's no use. I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm on my limit. I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. Yeah, I mean, I've been to a freezer myself. Whew, that was close. I nearly froze to death, and I'm still glitching. So, where should I go next? That is a really good question. We still cannot go there. Was that open? What? Were we here before? Okay, we were here before. Yeah, yeah. Have we been to Class 5B? Oh, Fuyuhiko's there. No, I should ignore it. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him. Why does it say despair on that one side? So if Fuyuhiko's there...
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that dastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be crappy either way.
Damn right.
So, I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't wanna do that either. Okay, fine. Let's talk to Monokuma.
Hiya!
Why, hello, Hajime! I hope you're doing pleasingly well.
Pung, pung.
Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No, no.
Well, there's another thing I need to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up! What do you need to tell me? It's about that key of information you've been waiting for so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? Huh? Ahem. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days. Refers to a group.
Actually,
It was originally for a high school student who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. I knew it. I knew who it is. What a really horrible person. A high school girl? Yeah, I know who she is.
yes indeed.
Lady Junko Anashima. The ultimate despair. Junko Anashima?
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor. Not really. And created the ultimate despairs. There was really one horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me.
Hold on a second. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not easy to form an organization. Well, okay. There's no way people would join some messed up organization created by a high school girl. He's kind of right, though.
Unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. Really? To attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest I don't know how to pronounce that. Excellence of power? To attract people, influence those high in power.
phew.
Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. Connection is the reason it became a tragedy. That would make a lot of sense. So she even recruited people who have been in a position to neutralize the threat? Really? Neutralize her?
Huh?
Then what was their purpose?
Huh?
What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. Yeah, give us an explanation. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they do what they did without any purpose. Yeah. Why cause the incident?
Hey,
What? It was her despair? It was despair? Huh? For Junko Anashima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or instinct. Despair, not about purpose, principles, way of life. Despair is what defines Junko Anashima as Junko Anashima. What defines her? What are you even saying? I'm a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko is so full of much despair that she's truly hopeless. Truly hopeless? Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. That is messed up. What the hell? With her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. Recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Controlled despair. Took advantage of them. Really? Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea has been slammed right into their minds. This one more. Cool. And so, the ultimate despairs have been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it's their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko and Ashima. This is just... ugh. That is terrible. Like believers making offerings to their God. Ugh. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair. All in Junko and Ashima's name. Wow, what? To escape from despair? For example,
Phew.
that is just horrifying. Families, friends. Oh. Destroy their own bodies? And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do? Jeez, they were just brainwashed by her. Oh my gosh. There's no way something like that crazy is possible. Exactly.
What?
Do you know about the final days of the reserve course students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? How should I know? Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change... Excuse me. Names the reserve course students. Junko has the power to change people's values. It's also true of famous people throughout history. Junko has the power to change people's values? Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
What? They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to. What? They what? They committed suicide? Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops, that wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. Really? Excluded. One person was excluded. Wait a minute. Is that me? What is going on?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko and Ashima. That doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko and Ashima is already dead. Yeah, that's right. In the final game, in the last game, which I played. Yeah, I remember that. Huh? Ultimate Despair has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Reserve Department has been updated in your handbook. Check the Truth Bullets menu to review it. So do I have to talk to Monokuma again?
What?
Okay.
Hey,
One of these days, he just on his own. Spare.
Phew. Wah?
Yeah. Okay. We're good with that. So it's back to Fuyuhiko. Hey Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Juko and Shima's really dead?
Huh?
What? You didn't see? There's a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. I didn't know that. Well, I didn't read it. Killing School Life. A bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about Killing School Life? Wait, a bloody classroom? Oh, was that the classroom where all the 13 students were killed? That's right. Oh, this one. Like the killings were involved in, they were killings that happened in Hope's Peak Academy. As I recall, Mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked to defeat her. Right.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. The Killing School Life ended up failing in the end, which was good. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy. I wish it was the rest of everyone else. For a manga about the Killing School Life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed Killing School Life was, drumroll please, Junko Enoshima. Yeah, I remember her. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead. Yeah. Why did you have to say that, Monokuma?
Like...
It turns out that Killing School Life was part of the biggest, most awful, whatever incident. Let's just call it the tragedy. It's a lot more shorter. Part of the tragedy. Junko took away the memories of the former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Memories. Former students of Hope's Peak Academy. But she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. Yeah, that is messed up. Filmed and broadcast. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. Yes. Yes, there is. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing?
So...
The students of Hope's Peak Academy were widely known as symbols of hope. Students of Academy. Symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival. Forcing people to watch each other for the sake of survival. They were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast filled with despair all at once. Whoops. Wrong button. Fill everyone watched despair. Yeah, that is messed up.
Huh.
But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost it as soon as she placed in her trap, and being overcome by the despair she created. She took her own life. Yeah, she did. Then Junko is no more. There's nothing to worry about. Anything else, Monokuma? No matter how horrible she is, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Well, that's true. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not, doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore! Then, who is our enemy? Anything else to say, Monokuma? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Maybe. Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? Ugh. That's the only thing I could think of. I mean, the killings were involved resembled that Killing School Life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we lose to some fake. But if this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? camera's the same? The camera's all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during this killing school live? Oh no. Am I casting somewhere? Killing School Life has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Ultimate Despair has been updating your handbook. Check the Truth Bullets menu to review it. Anything else to say, Monokuma?
Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh?
What? Do you have a problem with that?
Well, I really want you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag.
Flag? What do you mean, raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh, how
step-
exciting!
One step at a time, you're getting closer to clear my character out.
You're not making any sense again.
Well now,
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and on the inside.
Yaha!
I'll raise them flags like crazy.
Do I have to talk to him again?
Hey,
Killing School Life is about how former students of the Host Peak Academy had to take them and force kill each other, some of the counts were...
jeez.
Okay. I think this is a situation... Okay. Yeah, they were. I guess there's nothing else here. Oh, we're now on the 4th floor? Ah, crap. I can't see. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make something like this happen? I don't know. Or maybe I do know. No, I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Exactly. Hey, Connie. Connie? Connie's twitching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
Well, you know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Who? Huh? What do you mean, who?
So,
I don't know, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut!
Yep. But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. Let's see here. Wait. Can we go? Okay, we cannot go there. Whoa, what the heck? Okay, let's see where we can go. Yeah, this is definitely glitching up. I can barely see what's going on. Oh, okay, we can enter the music room. What's that? It looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Well, two things something strange. Okay, let's start off with the monument. It looks like some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in a music room? Not just that. Mark engraved onto the monument is a symbol of the Future Foundation, right? It is. Oh, the Future Foundation. Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, students of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Really? Established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy? Are they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Monokuma? He made it up! He did. Future Foundation's origins has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. A hologram? What's that? What is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The following letters are forming a sentence. Letters. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report you gave the other day, you have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope Speak Academy. Obtained info. Person. Survivor of Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. Really? 15 survivors. Maybe you're wondering about the number of people at this time. Wondering the number of people. If they're survivors of Hope's Big Academy, it's possible that they may be targeted by an ultimate despair. Ooh. Survivors. Possible targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Yeah. Acquire here as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko Onishima rallying them. I don't believe we can go far without Junko rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Worst case scenario. Prevent repeat killing school life. Also, if there are survivors of Hope Speak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. If there are survivors, expect them quite valuable. Really? Seriously, who is talking? However, we are still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. Still investigating details, origins. Haven't located them. We will continue investigating this matter. Investigating. Also, regarding a separate matter. Separate matter? What's that? We have received a report from the research facility on Jabberwock Island. Preparations have been completed. Really? Report, research facility, Jabberwock Island. Preparations completed. It seems we could proceed with the experimental phase of the Neo World program. Experimental phase. Neo World program? What's that? Survivors of Hope Speak Academy? 15 students? Is that about us? Excluding Chiaki, who is part of the Future Foundation, there are definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like we're talking from some other world. What happened outside Jabberwock Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. Well, maybe. The Academy Survivors has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed. The Future Foundation is on our side. At least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope Speak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made it clear to us. Yeah, she should have. No, as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Onishima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility in Jabberwock Island mentioned in the email? What's that about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's a research facility. No, that wouldn't be. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow, there's still so many mysteries. Yeah, there is. Guess there's nothing else here. Okay, we're still on the 4th floor. Let's see here. Definitely cannot go through there. Definitely cannot go. We cannot go there. Where else can we go? Whoa. Is Kane saying the same thing? Yeah, it is. What? Oh, the teacher's lounge. That's the next one. Whoa, what's going on? This feels different from a classroom. Yeah, it does.
Maybe.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room has that kind of stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that.
Well,
More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anywhere. Not really. Sorry, Kazuichi. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Just give it up already. Okay then. I guess what we can first look into is the hologram. There are letters floating in the air, like the music room for earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. Guess I should read it. You understand this matter regarding the survivors. Understand the matter regarding survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue your investigation. Safely acquire them. Let's continue investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Remnants of despair? Exercise caution concerning remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko and Ishima, the fact remains that they're incredibly dangerous. Even though they lost Junko, they're so dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Really? Perhaps there's still a leader on par with Junko and Ishima. Leader on par with Junko. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. As long as we do nothing, remnants will not be able to end the incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Remnants must be eliminated. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. For the sake of future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean there's an order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful and all. Well, I guess that's understandable. If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds, it's pretty much an all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging the war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Yeah, they wouldn't. Ooh. Remnants of Despair has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Let's look at list of subjects? What's that? A blackboard. There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's all of us. List of subjects. Hajime, Chiaki, Kazuichi, Akane. Really? Just below that are names I've seen before. What? There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hyoko Saionji is there. Newspaper. Hyoko. What is this newspaper? What? What is this? It says Miss Hyoko Saionji. This can't be the same Hyoko, right? Yeah. The Hyoko we knew. Yeah, she was just a kid. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. Yeah, it really was. But the photo in this newspaper. Now wait, I can see the resemblance to Hyoko. Yeah, with her face. But her height and figure? It's too different from the Hyoko we knew. Yeah. What does this mean?
Huh?
She looks older. Huh? This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something? She kind of looks like her. Older sister? No, it says Hyoko Saionji here. Oh then. Okay then. Hyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name? I don't think so. That'll make people confuse them. That's the only explanation, right? Look at it for yourself. That's not Hyoko. But, did you ever hear her mention an older sister? Not really.
Man.
Well, it's not like I was close to her or anything. Whoa.
Wrong!
Really? She doesn't have an older sister?
She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko is the Saionji family's only daughter.
If she doesn't have an older sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko? Damn. Huh?
Of course not!
Oh, what are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have... Yeah, okay. She was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? A growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt. Yeah.
Today, I'm feeling white.
Okay. Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? Is this the truth? If this is the truth, then the Hyoko in this newspaper... Is he really saying that this is the same person? Yeah, I can definitely see the resemblance. That's impossible. How can there be a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist? Yeah.
Hey!
Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Subjects? Huh?
This is bad.
If it says subjects, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Experiment. Really? Did that experiment change Hyoko's body? What am I saying? That saying alone makes it sound messed up. What experiment? It was some kind of experiment. Would that mean we're also test subjects? Right? Our names are also written on the blackboard on that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. I don't know about that. List of subjects to add to the truth post section of your handbook. Excuse me. Wait a minute. Isn't that the same portrait from the funhouse? An extremely overwhelming portrait. Is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen this before, but the name etched into the placard says Hope's Peak Academy founder Yuzuru Kamakura? The founder of Hope's Peak Academy, and this name, Yuzuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? About the student named Yuzuru? Damn it, another mystery. The Academy's founders been added to the Truth Pose section of your handbook.
Whoa! Okay, with this, you've totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime! You should now go on to the next stage.
Next stage? Okay then. Oh, now we're on the 3rd floor? Damn it, not again! Yeah, 3rd floor. The hallway's different from the last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved from to a different hallway than the last. And is it just me or is everything becoming more distorted? But how can he do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just gonna waste my energy. Exactly. So let's see here. Whoa, whoa. Let's if we can we go this? Okay, yeah, that's a dead end. Yeah, everything is becoming more. Whoa, everything is definitely becoming distorted, especially around here. So we cannot go over there. Wait a minute, is this really it? That can't be it. Is there like an... Oh, okay, thank goodness there's another passageway. Whoa, okay, this is definitely some mind trip here. I wonder if there's anyone around here. Holy crap, there's nothing else here. I guess that's the only door. It's the rec room! Whoa. Is a billiard board? Is it? Oh, whoops. Damn it, not again. There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. So, let's see here. Magazines, your magazine about cameras. I hear you've been happy to see this. Definitely. Dartboard, but still school, right? Oh, wrong one. I guess we could check the file first. It's a file with Hope's Peak Academy seal on it. It says confidential. That means this is a big secret, right? Confidential. Why would an important document be here? Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously, Monokuma's responsible. Anyway, I need to confirm what's inside the file. About the Hope cultivation plan? What's that? For many years, Hope's Peak Academy has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope cultivation plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to further our true goal. Use labor for our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Birth true hope, bringing hope to the world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. Program, next innovation, providing ultimate education. Really? This plan's been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so we must succeed at all times. The Academy's wish since the foundation. Succeed at all costs. What followed was a series of detailed instructions in intricate orders. It was full of difficult technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. A whole cultivation plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. Hope's Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but... excuse me. There's something about these words. True hope. Huh. Yeah. Hope cultivation plan has been added to the Truth Bowl section of your handbook. I think after this last one, it'll be the end for this. I'll be done with this video. This hologram again. What does this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report he gave you the other day, we finally succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. Really? Acquiring them and place them in care. Although they were all dispersed, you were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Dispersed. Successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It is reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. And some wounded survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they're the same age as the others. Investigation. Same age as the others. So we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the Killing School life. Really? Entrust them to the survivors of the Killing School life. As for the remnants of despair, there is still no solid leads regarding to this matter, so we have no information. To report. Solid leads matter. No info report. We will continue this investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Investigation. Once discovered, eliminate them. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. For the sake of a future filled with hope. Damn. Remnants of Despair has been updated in your handbook. Check the Truth Bullet section to review it. The Academy Survivor has been updated to your handbook. Check the Truth Bullet section to review it. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation. Right? Then, why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why are we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set all this up.
What's
Whoa.
this?
My, Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse!
It's your fault! What is this hologram thing anyway?
Hey,
It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clues, so I did a bit of hacking here and there to get them.
You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
Yeah.
No!
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all.
Really? There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now.
Exactly.
Leave here? I guess that's all the information we can find. Whoa! We're definitely in the Matrix. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again, and we're upside down. Second floor, upside down. I'm pretty much used to it by now, but even so... Oh my gosh. What is this space? Am I dreaming or something? No, you're not. I mean, this is just totally disconnected from reality. I know, it does. Even the music is different. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna pause right here because unfortunately it's gonna be all the time I have to say for this video. So the further we go down, the more distorted this Big Academy becomes. Yeah, I'm starting to think that we are like in a Matrix-like world. It feels like that. I mean, everything. Yeah, I mean, everything. Yeah, from when we started looking for clues in the last episode. Yeah, everything seems to be minorly distorted, but now everything looks really distorted. I mean, now the floor is freaking upside down, and some areas of the building are being like. It's like pillars are, being with chunks of the pillars being missing, and well, it is interesting that we are getting more and more of these clues regarding to the future foundation and the remnants of despair. But I think we still need a little bit more left. So once again, I'm going to leave this one right here, but don't go over, we still have plenty of more Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Look forward to more soon. So stay tuned for more. So thank you everyone so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Leave a comment down below to see what you think about this video, and don't forget to share a friend if you want to. And be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to get the latest content. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Speedstreak out.